Hi, I'm Tina Carini with SpongeandStamp.com. Thanks for joining me today. I have a brand new bundle to share with you today. This is called The Lovely You. It is on page 22 in the new annual catalog, which this catalog is just so yummylicious. I am so in love with it, and my wish list is a mile long. Actually, I think it's everything in this catalog. But this is it right here. This is the coolest little bundle. Yes, bundle, but the punch is so awesome because you can make two different sizes or two different types of tops for your tags in three different sizes. So you have a 1/2 inch, a 3/4 inch, and a 1 inch. So it's really, really cool. We're going to be using that. We're also using the stamp set that bundles with it, The Lovely You. This is the card that we're going to be doing right here. We're going to do this. When I first saw something that was a little bit similar to this, it went more curved around and then they made a wreath and all of that. I was a little intimidated by it because I'm like, how in the world can I do that? So I just played with it and I came up with this design and I really, really loved it. And I want to show you just how easy it is to stamp that. It's not hard at all. So we're just going to put this aside. So my card base is a brand new in color. This is Bumblebee. It is 11 by 8.5 sheet of cardstock cut in half at portrait at 5.5. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and give that a fold. My bone folder is over here. That is surprising. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to put that aside. Then we have a matting, or this is Coastal Cabana, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. Then we have our Whisper White that we're going to be stamping on, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. Then we have a piece of Whisper White that we're going to stamp our sentiment on. This is 3/4 by 3 inches. And then our mat that's going to go behind it is 1 inch by 3 1/4. So I'm going to keep that there. I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment first. Go ahead, because I always forget to do that. We are using the Wildly Grateful, and I am making my June thank you cards, and this is the card that everybody is going to get for placing an order with me in the month of June. I'm going to center this on here. I'm also going to hope that I can stamp this straight because I never can. That's a little low, but it's all right. When I'm filming or when I do my Facebook Lives, it's nerve-wracking sometimes. Okay, so now I am going to we're going to be using Granny Apple Green. We're using Crushed Curry, which goes very nicely with Bumblebee. I don't have my new in color inks yet. I am waiting for them to ship. We're also going to be using Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to start off with the Granny Apple Green, and we're going to stamp our leaves. Okay, so I am going to use this little leaf right here, which is this one. So we're using this leaf, this little long leafy thing. We're using this little image and this little flower and this little flourish little thing there. I don't know what to call them, so I just call them little things. All right, so all we're going to do is just stamp right here. So you just kind of get a visual in your mind of where you want your leaves and your flowers to go, and then you just go from there. So that's my base. So that's what I'm going to start working with. So now I'm going to bring in this little one right here, and I am going to use Granny Apple Green, but I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to try to hook it to the green leaf, just like that. And then I'm going to ink it up again, and I'm going to stamp off, and then I know that I want it to come kind of up in here a little bit, so just like that. And And I may or may not put an extra one up in there. If I do, I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so we're done with the Granny Apple Green. So now I'm going to come in with the crushed curry, and I'm going to use this little flower right here. I'm going to ink that up in the crushed curry. I'm going to come in with this leaf right here, just like that. And then I'm going to come in with another one right about here, just like so. And I think, let me see here. I am going to come probably right around here, like so. All right, and then I think that we're going to hold off. I may add another one of these. It all depends on exactly where I put my sentiment, because sometimes if you make just a little tiny boo-boo, you can cover it with your sentiment. So it actually works out great that way, but sometimes you just have to add an extra flower or so. Okay, so now I'm using this little pretty little flower here. I'm using Coastal Cabana. And I am, oh, let's see, I'm going to have to put that down here. And then I'm going to put one here, just like so. And then one here, just like so. Okay, so we've got that going on. And now I am going to add the little flourish. So let's take off this little flower right here and bring in the little flourish. Right there, this little thing right here is what we're going to use. We're going to use Bermuda Bay. So can you see how easy this is? This really is not difficult at all. I think I'm going to put this one, I think I'm going to put him or it right there. And then this one is going to come over here, and it's going to come down here. And then we're going to put another one right about there. So that is so simple to make. It is not hard at all. And then let's see. So we're going to put this aside, and I'm going to come in with our sentiment and our backing for it. And we're going to use this little one right here, that decorative edge. And I'm going to slide in my sentiment. I'm going to center it right in there. Hopefully you guys can see. And then I'm just going to give it a little punch. I'm going to flip it around. And this cuts off about, total is about 1/4 of an inch from your cardstock. So there we go. So there it is. So now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to push that in there, hopefully. And I'm going to center that right in there so that I get a nice cut. And I'm going to push it up, punch it, pull it out, flip it around. I should have brought some extra cardstock over here so that I could show you the other topping, because it is the other design, because it is really pretty. So there we go. And I'm just going to layer that right on there. I'm going to use some of my liquid glue. And we'll put some glue right on the back of that. Flip it over and kind of center this on here, just like so. Whoops, it slid on me. I am pretty happy with the way that looks. Okay. Oh, on this card right here, I stamped lightly. We're going to try to do that. It will probably get on the Coastal Cabana. I should have done that before I did the layer, but I just wanted to show you how I did it. So all I did was I brought in my Granny Apple Green. I brought in the 3-leaf punch, or not punch, but the 3-leaf stamp, this image right here. I inked it up in Granny Apple Green, and I stamped it off twice. I think I did. Maybe I did it. I guess I did it 3 times. I stamped it off 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And then I just kind of came off to the side just like that. and then I did it again. 1, 2, 3, and then I came in from the top just like that. Okay, and then I took our little flourish here, so I'm gonna have to clean this off because it has Bermuda Bay on it. So I'm just using my Simply Chamois, which this thing is awesome, you guys. I love it. My chamois is so stained up, but it still works perfect. It does not transfer the ink. Okay, so I'm gonna close up my Granny Apple Green, and I'm gonna bring in the crushed curry, and we are gonna ink this up, and we're gonna stamp this off 3 times. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to ink that up. 1, 2, and then I'm just going to come in and just kind of stamp it. It can be a little darker than that. 1, 2, and let's see if I can get this. There we go. So that's all I did. So that gives that a little bit of just a little something extra to it. Okay, so I have got some ink on my fingers, so I'm going to use my chamois to kind of get this off because I don't want to transfer the ink to my card. Do you guys do that? I do that so often. Okay, so I am going to attach this to our Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to try to center this on here the best that I can. I never cut straight, I never glue straight, I never stamp straight. I shouldn't say never, but hardly ever. Okay, so that's done. So now I'm going to glue this to our Bumblebee yellow card base, and I'm going to try to center that on there the best that I can. So this card is really pretty and really simple to make. This is not hard at all. It's actually a lot of fun. See what I mean? I did not get that on there straight. Let me put a little extra. Sometimes I put way more glue than what I need just because it gives me a little bit extra wiggle time so that I can get my cards on straight, or at least semi-straight. All right. I'm just going to go with that. And then we're going to pop this up. I'm going to use my dimensionals. I love popping things up because I just think it makes things so much prettier and cooler and fancier and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm going to take off. It just dawned on me, I did forget to bring my embellishments over, our little rhinestones. Okay, so I am just going to place this. I think I'm going to put it right about here. So we are probably going to have to, I'm going to stamp another. Oh, I think we'll be all right. I think it's fine. Okay, so there we go. So the only thing really that we need, did I put that on crooked? Yes, I did. Let's see if I can, and I push that down too. See if I can kind of get that up a little. I should, let me see here. There, if that's better. Okay, so the only thing left to do is our rhinestones, and I know that I did not bring those over, but here we go. Let me see if I can find some pretty ones. You know, I wonder how these new in color enamel dots would work. It's not really. I only have 2 of the yellow. Those would have been perfect. You know, just jade would probably be pretty too. Or I could use, I don't have enough. You know, let me use these pearls here. I have just the regular basic pearls, and I used my Stampin' blend and colored them. I think I used Dark Daffodil Delight, which worked perfectly, I thought. So, and I don't have my Take Your Pick tool over here. So I'll just use this little thing, but I love my Take Your Pick tool because it just, you know, I'm going to put this right here, just like that. And then I'm going to put this one. I think I'm going to put this right here. And let's see here. I think I might do 3, 4. I think I'm going to put 5 of them on here. And we'll put this one, let's see, maybe right here. And then we'll take our little one and we'll put it right here. So there we go. So there is, see how you can cover your little oops, where the stems didn't quite meet up. And if that bothers you, then you can just put an embellishment there. So that's how you do it. That's how you make this card. It's super, super easy, super, super quick. It doesn't take long at all. And so don't let it intimidate you like it did me. Go ahead and give it a try. And I would be ever honored and grateful if you purchased this bundle from me. I will put a listing in the YouTube so that you can get to it. And also, we have a special going on, Stampin' Up! Does, with the Pick a Free Bundle Starter Kit promotion. So if you're purchasing around $100 or so, it's perfect to do this because you get to pick $125 worth of free product of your choice, free shipping, and then plus you get to pick a free bundle of your choice, either a punch bundle or a die bundle. And hint, hint, pick the most expensive. And then and it's all for $99 plus tax. Plus you get a free paper pumpkin kit, one of the past ones. You'll get that in your kit as well. And you can just be a discount shopper. You don't have to sell Stampin' Up! And you can just get a 20% discount. Of course, if your sales or your purchases are over a certain amount, then it does go up to 25%. You still get all the perks of being a demonstrator. And you would be on a great team. My team's called the Sponge and Stampers, and we would love to have you. So I'll put a link on for that too as well down in the descriptions. Thank you so much for taking time out in your day to share with me this morning. And I hope that you guys have a blessed day, and see you later. Toodly-doo.